Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Good morning everyone, good morning, and hopefully you guys are ready for hopefully a pretty good weekend when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X restocks. Now, we haven't had any major news when it comes to all the walk-ins going on, but I did want to go make a video over here and talk about some of the stuff, because we actually have been seeing a little bit more intriguing stuff when it comes to Best Buy. We actually did have a few little reports floating around, and as well as also kind of like continuous updates when it comes to all the other various retailers, such as like BJ's, Myers, and a few other various locations. So, once again, give you guys a quick little preemptive, nothing probably super duper crazy. It kind of had like a pretty good start last week and kind of toned down a little bit, but obviously we've actually been still seeing a little bit of reports, a little bit of confirms, and a little bit of people getting their consoles, but it's kind of usually the same old. For this one. I'll get into the Best Buy news first and foremost, because we actually did go and see apparently a few states also having some stock as well. So once again, nothing super crazy, nothing super big, nothing probably a little bit more actually of a more of a chiller weekend, I would say. So hopefully you guys will all enjoy as well. If any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch room as well, link down below. And of course, sign up for Weeble, deposit $1, get a bunch of free stock, free money, same with that Coinbase too as well. And let's go and dive in the video itself. So first and foremost, I do want to talk a little bit more about the Best Buy side. Namely, two big things that actually will probably be maybe going on throughout this weekend, as well as also just in general. So once again, we had a little bit more reports of Florida. If you guys remember, Florida actually maybe around like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they actually did have a few reports of PlayStation 5 showing up in some Best Buy store stock. So apparently one of the event stores from previous prior drops actually has had a little bit more stock going on. As we made some videos yesterday, we actually had a few folks go reach out for that state, as well as also, I believe it was Arkansas. Those two states are like the two states that apparently had a little bit of Best Buys floating around that did have some walk-in and leftover stock. Now, I'm not sure exactly if that's going to be on a full-grown nationwide side, as we've kind of been watching like these very, very sporadic and weird Best Buy walk-ins / Best Buy stock arrivals and such. It's been really weird. We do see a few reports of them. We still see a few reports in like other areas, etc., but it's kind of very, very strange, where it's not consistent, it's not nationwide. But we did actually see a large influx around like a week and a half ago or so, where a lot of stores, a lot of different stores, have reported stocks, employees confirming stock, and just everything all put together. So this is very, very weird, to be fully honest. But I do want to go and report that we did see at least a little bit of a smidgen of more walk-ins going on. So it might be so worth it to call your local store. Although I do want to say percentage-wise, this is definitely a lot on the lower side in comparison to the previous week. So once again, as I mentioned, we've kind of been seeing like a little bit more of a chiller side, especially maybe for this weekend. We'll try to maybe get more information for you guys tomorrow for that. But some stores may have stock, some stores may also have leftover stock. Although I do think the last time we saw a lot more of these walk-ins / like allocated stock was right after the last Best Buy drop, and a lot of botters didn't go and actually pick up stock from their Best Buy restock. So it also might have a combination with that one, or maybe just a lot of stores maybe accidentally got bought out and they had leftover stock. So I'm not 100% sure too as well. I was keeping you guys in the loop. We did actually go and see that. But as well, for part 2 of Best Buy, we've actually had a very higher uptake of people doing the glitch method, which we've kind of covered up a few different times on the channel itself, where you basically go and get the Best Buy app, you reload the app itself a bunch of different times, and then when it comes to that stuff, you have a chance to go check and see, and if it randomly shows up, say like 5, 10, 15, 20 miles away, as you guys go and do that, it'll go and show the stock. And then if you guys, it basically doesn't say like it's out of stock, if it still shows up, you can still call your local store and ask and request to see if there's any extra stock available for pickup. And we actually saw a lot of folks do that. We showed tweets, we showed people confirming it, etc., etc. So we've also been seeing a large uptick of that happening, which I'm not really sure if that means that Best Buy will be dropping very soon. It is very overdue, when we have been also confirming employees having stock on there. But just letting you guys know, throughout this weekend, we'll probably be doing a close, full, watchful eye on Best Buy, whether it's prepping up for another walk-in event, or whether it's just them having these really weird kind of sporadic drops. So I would probably put that in the same level. I know it's not the best news, is why I gave you guys like 3 warnings at the start of the video. It's kind of like that same level of, say, Target, where it kind of depends on your store, your local area, the stock numbers, and all of that. And if it's good, then you can get it. If not, whatever. So maybe give a call to your local Best Buy store and see, but it's very sporadic and very weird. Now, part 2 for other various stuff, as I mentioned, Target, if you guys want to keep on checking Target stores for just a local stock to go and see for the Xbox Series X's. We saw a little bit of an uptick maybe a few days ago, and maybe as well with a combination of a potential PlayStation Target drop soon, we might see a few more of those floating around. At the very tail end of the week, we did actually go and see just a few teensy tiny bit of Xbox Series X bundles available from GameStop, and also I think apparently able for pickup too as well. Some maybe for used consoles and return consoles. We did see a little bit of a small pickup for that. So kind of highly doubt it once again. I feel like it might be a little bit more of a drier weekend, which would make sense because we had a little bit more of a weirder past week. and I think stores are finally starting to get a little more stock. But that's why I said like 5 different times, and everyone want to, like, waste your time if you guys don't mind hearing the stuff I got you. So basically that for GameStop. We'll watch and also going to see throughout the weekend if they do any prep ups, because we keep on hearing little small rumors for PlayStation 5 walk-in events kind of being built on up. So we'll keep you guys in the loop the best we can for that. Now for other little various walk-ins too for this, BJ's. Now we did actually also once again have last weekend have a very, very good BJ's restock. We had a lot of stock this past 2 weeks for them, but it kind of tapered off around like Wednesday, Thursday side. So always don't forget, guys, just as the quick reminder, if you guys want to check on the East Coast side for any of your stores, you do have to have a membership regardless. But if you guys want to go check and see, you guys totally can for when it comes to BJ stores and locations. That was, I think, still the same Ratchet and Clank bundle, although I think just based on overdueness and dropness and stuff like that, we have not seen them do any Xbox Series X restocks in quite some time. So I'd actually almost be surprised if we even see a few more Xbox Series X's maybe in the next few days. Usually a lot of these big retailers, we see a lot more news on the weekends. I'm not sure if that's just always allocated for or not, but maybe it's just what we kind of noticed too as well. So we haven't seen any Xboxes. PlayStations we've been tapering on off, but if you guys want to check and see, we only saw maybe big core stock from maybe like 5 or 6 different locations going on. So keep that in mind. Now as well for other various locations too. PC Richards. Now we didn't see any major updates, but we also did go and hear some rumors, I think as of yesterday, that they might actually have more stock too as well. But as I mentioned, I can't really go give you guys news if like they're assuming it's gonna be arriving on Saturday, if anything. So keep that in mind. There also is maybe a pop-up for that one. You guys may have to do a little bit of extra research for you guys, especially if you guys are in New York. But we do kind of see them sometimes favor more of a Friday's restock date. So just another little place to be on the lookout for. Myers. I did actually go reach out to one of my Myers employees, and they did not go and say anything in terms of restocks. They did go and say that maybe some of the other locations might go have some stock itself. Although with that one, sadly, their local stock did not have any stores or any stock arrivals, which has actually been one of the first weekends I feel like in a long time since we have not seen Myers. Same with BJ's. So maybe just for this, maybe all the big Sonys and Microsofts are more so allocating for big boy retailers. So think like Amazon, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, etc. And then maybe like we finally have a little bit more of a break for the walk-ins maybe this weekend, and maybe makes sense too as well, especially with like everything else with like Ukraine and all these other locations. And as well, we also had President's Day on Monday, so it kind of make a little sense. It's like a little bit of a wonky week, maybe 1 or 2 days where trucking and stuff didn't arrive, like all that type of stuff. I could totally go and see that. So like once again, we haven't seen any major news when it comes to BJ's or Myers, although besides the sporadic stuff. Although I actually did go and see a few more of the Xbox Series S's floating around up in stores. Fred Myers once again though, kind of the same kind of little vibe going on over here. Did not see that much more stock arrivals. Did not see many people getting consoles. Did not see anything more so from PS5 or PS5 Digital or Xbox Series X. Although once again, we'll keep on watching. If we see more stuff, we'll give you guys an updated video, or we'll also go check tomorrow too as well and give you guys some nice updates if we see anything kind of good. HEB, we did not see any more updates when it comes to stock and stock there. When it comes to also all the other various locations like Staples, etc., have been kind of more on the drier side, which kind of would correlate a lot with all these locations. So this video is basically kind of just giving you guys the updates on everything, but it does kind of seem kind of smaller. Although you guys can always still go and check, because every store and every location is more on the various side. And if you guys want to, you guys could always go tweet at me. But for the first time in actually a decent amount of time in terms of walk-ins, we haven't really seen too much. We were seeing some locations of like Myers having heavy stock. We were seeing like BJ's having heavy stock, and I'll make sure of them both. But this kind of seems like the first week and weekend where we just haven't really seen too much. GameStop seems like it's mostly done. Besides the Best Buy stuff that we talked about, might be a little more on the chiller side overall. So let's keep you guys in the loop for that one. But there's a lot of other like potential walk-ins we'll be watching throughout probably tomorrow. So if we see more news throughout the day, I'll 100% let you guys know, and other locations too as well. Amazon did already go and do their restock yesterday. They do sometimes do like small microwaves, kind of more so on like warehouse consoles. So you guys always want to go check and see, especially for that. We'll keep you guys in the loop more so maybe from botted stock or extra bonus stock. It kind of depends up on that. And also for Walmart, does not do restocks on the weekend. Usually not. They just did a normal restock as well. We might see if they do any website changes or updates. Target will be watching if there's any more stock arrivals throughout the weekend or any movement for that. Best Buy, like I said, usually doesn't do online drops, so maybe check out for the glitches or potential walk-ins on the weekend itself. And GameStop, once again, they usually don't do too much besides the pre-orders as well. Newegg has on occasion also done shuffles on the weekend, and we do sometimes see some mid-tier retailers, the Lenovo's, and all those other various types of locations. Probably not Sam's Club, maybe sometimes Costco. Most of the time will probably be more chill. And Online doesn't restock on the weekends. Gamefly usually I don't think do, but every now and then they do. And we'll also keep on checking on the military for walk-ins too as well, because they are always sporadic mixed on in. Tomorrow might be a little bit more of a chiller day too, so I might be even to make a smaller video or do a combination video with maybe some news. I'll let you guys go and know. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, sorry for just kind of no major news. I can't just make up news and give you guys more details. It might be a slightly lighter week, and I'll let you guys know. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as I mentioned, and for the PS5 giveaway, Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, sign up for Coinbase, and I'll see you guys up later on throughout today for a bunch more videos, and happy weekend to all of you lovely folks out there.